I'm Tom Frezza, Director of Education from the National Museum of the U.S. Navy, and today we're standing in Dahlgren Park, which is named for Admiral John Dahlgren, who was Commandant of the Washington Navy Yard during the American Civil War. But today we're actually not going to be talking that much about Admiral Dahlgren, but more his son, Ulrich Dahlgren, whose leg was entombed here at the yard in the Dahlgren Foundry, which stood on that very spot over there. So Ulrich Dahlgren, at the start of the American Civil War, joined the infantry. He's shot in the leg, has to have his leg amputated, but actually goes back into the Army afterwards. Prosthetics at the time really enabled someone with his sort of wound to actually continue their service. He decided, because of the extent of his wound, to join the cavalry. So Ulrich went with a cork prosthetic because of its pliability and because its relief on pressure on the stump. His leg, after it was amputated in 1863, was brought down here to the Washington Navy Yard, where it was, for some odd reason, placed in the wall of the Dahlgren Foundry. And a plaque was placed over the top of it, stating, "Behind this plaque lies the leg of Ulrich Dahlgren." Sadly, Ulrich did not survive the American Civil War. He was killed on a cavalry raid outside of Richmond, Virginia. That brings us to today's mystery. When the Dahlgren Foundry was being torn down, the workers wanted to save the leg and the plaque. But when they went to take the plaque off of the wall, they discovered the leg wasn't there. Because of this, there are some stories out there that like to talk about an angry Ulrich Dahlgren who likes to wander the Washington Navy Yard at night, angry the fact that his leg is missing somewhere. In all reality, his leg is probably with him right now. Admiral Dahlgren was not thrilled at the fact that his son's leg was placed in the wall of his foundry. So, more than likely, when his son's body came through Washington, D.C., the leg was removed, placed in the casket, and interred with his son in Philadelphia. Now, during this Civil War, you do see a lot of soldiers who received wounds like Dahlgren's actually going back to fight in the war. It's all because of the prosthetics that they had during the Civil War, which were state-of-the-art for the time period. And a lot of those companies that were manufacturing those limbs are actually still around today, manufacturing prosthetics for soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen who receive amputations due to combat. And they, just like Ulrich Dahlgren, are going back into the fight using those prosthetics.